Alexis Hasselberger here, time management and productivity coach. I bet you need a vacation or a staycation. I certainly did. I took all of Thanksgiving week off. It was the first time I'd taken any time off in I think a year. It was really needed. And it can be a little stressful when we want to take a vacation or we want to take time off, especially right now. There's so much to do. Maybe we're at companies where there have been a lot of layoffs and there's not enough people to do all the work. But that still doesn't mean that we don't need time off. But it can be stressful because you're worried about getting all the stuff done before you have to leave. You're also worried about that mountain of email and Slack messages and just work that's going to be waiting for you when you return. And it can feel like, ugh, is it just going to be more stressful to take time off than it would be to just nod and slog through it all? But trust me, taking time off is super important, both for your mental health and for your productivity and your general kind of like good feeling about life, right? It's important to take time off. So, how can you do it in a way that isn't so stressful? How can you set yourself up for success, set the right expectations so that you don't come back completely overwhelmed and then trying to dig yourself up out of whatever has happened when you return? Sometimes it can feel like it takes weeks to dig yourself back out of that email hole when you get back. So here's what you're going to do instead. If you need to take some time off, and you definitely should, we're getting on the slow time for most companies. Take some time off, even if it's just a few days at the towards the end of the year. What you want to do is set the stage a few weeks in advance. So, a few weeks in advance, you want to block off the last day on your calendar that you're going to be in the office. Just block it off. Make sure that nobody can make a meeting there, right? And then what you're going to do during that time is you're going to tie up all the loose ends. You're going to send out updates to everyone on your team. You're going to, get through all your email. You're going to make a plan for when you get back. You're just going to make sure that everything is all set up and all good and that nobody can steal that time from you because you've already blocked it off in your calendar. Also, a few weeks before, you are going to find whoever it is that can help cover for you while you'll be gone. So maybe it's another colleague who can take over emergencies for you while you'll be gone. Find that person, get them to agree to cover the emergencies while you're gone, and agree to return the favor the next time they need to go on vacation or need to take some time off, right? So you want to set the stage to make sure there's somebody going to be there that if there's an emergency, they can handle it for you. Okay, now let's progress to the day before your vacation or your staycation. Now you've blocked this time off in your calendar. So, maybe you didn't get the whole day, but maybe you have the last afternoon that you're off, that you'll be able to just take care of everything, right? So get your email as far down to zero as you possibly can. Get project updates out to everyone. Let everybody on your team and your manager know that if they have any questions for you, they should ask you before the end of the day, before you're off the grid, before you won't be checking email anymore. You want to be setting all your out of office replies. So, for email, for voicemail, your Slack away message, all of this stuff, you want to be setting up essentially out of office reply saying, I'm going to be out of the office. I'm going to be on vacation. I am going to not be having access to email and voicemail. If there's an emergency, you should reach out to a colleague who has agreed to cover you in emergencies at this number or this email, etc. Now, if you work for yourself, nobody to cover for you, you might consider saying, if it's a true emergency, text me at this number. But that's up to you. Leave it up to you whether you want to do that or not. Now you'll be able to go out on vacation. Everyone will be up to date. Everyone will have asked you all the questions. You will go. You will not need to check email. You will know that, if they really, really need you, they will find you. They will call you, but you don't need to check email. Then what you want to do is make sure to have blocked off the day that you return for vacation. So at the same time when you're blocking off the day before you go on vacation, you also want to block off the day that you're going to return. And what you're going to do on that day that you return, is you're going to use that day as a catch-up day. So you're going to use that day to get to inbox zero, to get through all your Slack messages, all your voicemails, all your emails. You're not going to answer every single one. Of course, there's going to be stuff that comes out of that you can't answer in full, but you're going to want to make sure that you at least triage everything. Unsubscribe from all the things you should be unsubscribed from, delete all of the junk, go through everything one by one and respond if you can. If you can't respond in full, let them know you've got it and when you'll be able to respond in full and get back to it, add it to your task list, and move on and just do this methodically. Get everything into your task list that's new work you're going to need to do, and then reprioritize things so that you have a real plan for the week. If you can block off that first day back and get all of this done, get through all the messages, get through the planning for the week, you will be golden. It will feel in some ways as if you just had a smooth sailing and you never even left, and there's no mountain to dig yourself out of because you've already done it on your first day back. I know this sounds like a lot, but this time that you put in to prepare will come back to you in spades. I have done this basically every time I've taken a vacation in the entire, 20 some years that I have been working, both when I worked for other people and of course when I worked for myself. And it is doable and it helps you to be able to take a vacation stress free and to come back without feeling like you're going to be really working towards digging yourself out for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So I hope you take some time off over the next, month or two, even if it's just a few days, and try out this process. You can also check out my blog post that really has templates for all of this stuff as well. Check out my related blog post. But otherwise, I hope you take some time off. I hope you take a little time to plan so that you are not going to be digging yourself out and that your vacation can be stress-free.
Hey guys, I just want to tell you to quickly drop a like and subscribe. It really helps out with our channel growth, and we just want you to like and subscribe pretty quickly. And yeah.